And you're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Asarin Odetta for being the first one in this morning. Seymour right there as well. Shout out to everybody going out to work this morning and coming in from work. An extra special big up to the people who work multiple jobs. Y'all work out your soul case and these kind of things. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. We're now going to run through the professions this morning, the nurses and the doctors and the CNAs, assistants and the therapists and the truck drivers and, everybody, whatever your profession is, you up and out to get it this morning. Big up to you. And that's what we are all about, productivity and progress. Yes, no lazy body. Lazy body, we don't want no lazy body. Lazy body, we don't want no lazy body. You remember that? Hey, listen, we have a couple of things to talk about this morning. I don't know if bro God, the one they call the Right Honorable Andrew Holness has licked his head or what. But me hear Andrew offering up Jamaican troops to go to Haiti. Uh, I don't know if y'all seen it. It's been about a week now. Yeah. Morning farm only be able to watch 45 minutes due to a meeting. I will catch the replay. T95 South, big up yourself and thank you for tuning in. Anyways, my friend, I appreciate you greatly. See, it's Friday blessings, SouFlo and all. No, Nicole Coleman, don't do that to me on a Friday. It's Thursday, man. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Come now, work with it. It's Thursday. So anyhow, uh, we're gonna talk about this morning. Our Prime Minister of Jamaica there, I don't know what he has been sipping. I don't know if he partakes in, the coca and just send troops to Haiti. I don't know what going on with Andrew, but he's volunteering to send troops to Haiti. To Haiti. Now you must understand what going on in Haiti and how the Haitians get down before you start talking about brotherhood, rescue, and all these things. So it's probably the Mali. Yeah, I think he been dipping in the Mali stash. He been down to the station and some of the Mali that was confiscated. They've been confiscating a whole lot of coke in Jamaica lately. So I don't know if Andrew got a hold of one of these stash. Bust up one, spread it on the table and let me see if this real. Juliet, send troops, go Haiti. Cause how else him come up with this? It's madness, but we're gonna talk about it. All right. We're going to talk about men hygiene for a while because wife did a live yesterday that I found quite comical. I was over on her live yesterday. For those of you who was there, you saw me tripping out in the comment section. I was enjoying her live. But she did talk about hygiene. I said, babe, talk to the man them to remember to tell the man them to wash out themselves, clean and these things. But I felt like I needed to do that on my platform as well. Some boy now clean themselves. Big man, But when you don't know better, you can't do better. And it's a reality that some people actually really don't know proper hygiene. See? Them just walk through the shower and then dry off themselves and be fresh and be clean and kill themselves with kush 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 kush. It's Miyagi Versace this. The woman them say your froze is still brother. And especially down there, frowsy. So we're gonna talk about all that and put our brothers up on cue. So when the whole of we roll out, roll out looking good and smelling even better. These kind of things. And then, of course, Bounty Killer him now drops the boop 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 song yesterday to counteract to counter to counteract Mr. Vegas. I told you our Bounty was releasing a song and me put me notification so that I am notified when the video drop or the song drop. And when the song drop, the song drop. We're gonna talk about the song we drop. All right. Red flag. Justice for Gabriel King. This woman is still keeping up foolishness. If you look at the icon for this video for this morning, you will see a lady and a little boy in the right hand corner of the icon. I've never posted her picture before, but this is the mother of Gabriel King, the little autistic boy who was found a certain way after his mother claims that she was carjacked and Badman take away our car with our picnic in it and drove down the street and offed him and left him right there so with the car. We're going to talk about where she's at now concerning Jamaica Constabulary Force and why Jamaica Constabulary Force is dragging their feet in this matter. So we're going to talk about all those things. That mother is so cruel and heartless, Black Goddess Henry. Boy, Black Goddess Henry, you look like you're on the same page that I'm on this morning concerning her. Let's start out with her, right? We can start out right. That's a red flag. The mother is not given access to the phone. Now, I remember before we closed off for the holiday, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the police, them give out them orders, them say, you have this many days to give us access to that phone. I remember that. And I was waiting. Because if me tell you, say, you have 5 minutes to get away from me and you don't get away from me, we probably going to be fighting, right? There has to be some consequences or some measures to this stern set of words that sound almost like a threat. It's like, you have 7 days to give us or 9 days to give us access to this phone. And if you don't, if I don't, then what? Montego Bay St. James, so the mother of the murdered 9-year-old Gabriel King was given 6 days maximum to give the police access to her mobile phone. But her lawyer says that he intends to appeal this ruling, and they did. And the police still can't get in on the phone after all this time. And remember, this is from before Christmas, Now, that obviously, that's way past 6 days. That's way past 30 days. That's going on, what, 60 days maybe? So maybe them have a mix-up and didn't understand 6 or 60. Now, when the matter came up in the St. James Parish Court, the senior parish judge, Sasha Ashley, ordered Amoy Leon Issa to give access to her phone, her iPhone 13 Pro Max, to the police for analysis. She also rejected a submission from Leon Issa's attorney that his client should be present while her phone was being analyzed. So she wanted, she wants to be in total control of her phone. Law enforcement must not go out of her eyesight with her phone. She wants to be there while they are doing whatever analysis they're doing of her phone. The judge said, no, you're going to give access to the phone. You have 6 days to do it, and you won't be there when the police go in on your phone because them have to do what them have to do. Whether or not we got a fair hearing, the answer to the question is yes. Whether or not the variations adequately protect the privacy rights of my client and really subject my client's views of matters. So the attorney is basically talking about freedom of rights and violation of rights and all these things. I'm saying to myself, like, okay, let's shoot the elephant in the room real quick, right? If this was your child, let me drag some of you memory or put some of you on to how this happened because some of you don't know. So this well-to-do lady was driving down the street in Jamaica when it is alleged that guys on motorcycle and in car or whatever rolled up on her, cut the road off, at gunpoint, took her out the car, drove away with her Audi. She panicked. Oh my God, my child is in the car. They didn't go too far. By the time police and all these things were called into play, the car was located not too far from where she was carjacked with her child, her autistic child, in the back seat of the car with his throat cut. Through investigation and evidence that was left, the police said that the child was taken out of the car and his throat, he was laid on the trunk of the car and his throat was cut there, and then them drag him into the car and put him in there. Now, a gruesome death for this little boy. A gruesome death for this little boy. Now, his mom, she's the one that's alive and telling the story of this carjacking incident. She's the only one that made it out alive. And all the police is saying, well, we need to get a hold of your phone because we're trying to piece some things together. Now, the police has already put the whole forensic team together. They reenacted the whole incident as it was told to them by her. They reenacted the whole incident, then bring them own car out there, then put the small dummy in there. The car driver with them down the street to the distance where the car was found. All these other things. They reenacted the whole thing. Something's still not adding up. I don't know if they're afraid to say, listen, you're a suspect. I think you are a suspect. We have reason to believe that you are a suspect. I don't know. Suddenly they can't come up with a theory. Or is her lawyer that good? You know, when you have one good lawyer, can be very intimidating for especially law enforcement officials that don't really know the law. So when that lawyer walks in there, big chest up, and them little attache case, and she says, are you going to charge my client or are you going to let her go? It's one or the other. And if you charge her, just let me know on what grounds so I can hurry up and get her up out of here. I'm telling you right now, you're wasting your time. You have no basis. And they're like, big lawyer, them have some money, we afraid. All right, Miss Guan, we'll be in contact with you. Now they're begging her to get into her phone. They're basically begging this woman. If this is your child, right, that you loved and cared so much about, and I'm speaking as if she's watching me, if this is your child that you care so much about, what is the problem of you giving up your phone? Are you married and you were cheating and and the police them do a metadata kind of search and pull out your dick pics and your naked pics and front pum pum pics you were sending to side man or whatever? That's cool. Because they're not going to use that in this. Or then maybe they could. Because that could be a motive to lead to whatever. Let me give you a big example. There was a lady one time that met a man that wanted to start a new life with her, but she had an autistic child. The lady killed her autistic child and then made it seem like a robber did it because she wanted to start her life over with this new man that she had met, right? So, very possible anything can happen. But at this point, if you have nothing to hide, why are you denying them access to your phone? My client wants the police to complete their investigation and find out who was responsible for her child's death. If the police wanted the information in the protection order, the cell site data, they should have gone to the telecommunications company and get that. This is the lawyer speaking. They're not trying to get cell site data, mom. They're trying to get more than that. The lawyer says they don't need to go into her phone to get cell site data. Go to the communicator, go to the communication company that services her phone. Get the cell site data from them. But none of that them want out of the phone. They want to see who she was in touch with. The lawyer going to play dumb. They want to see who she was in touch with around the time of. That's what they want to see. Okay? If she has anything at all to do with, or there's anything that might be pointing in the direction, look suspicious, like she might have something to do with her own child's demise. Come on now. She says, my client wants the police to conduct their investigation with all means necessary, and bring an end to this matter and discover the culprit. How can they go by all means necessary, but you're hindering them just from your phone? That ain't all means necessary. You're putting up obstacles in their way yourself. See? She is distraught as we speak as a result of losing her son. So, in other words, play the victim. You're beating up on a mother that just lost her child. How inhumane of you. Them turn it back around upon the police, them. She just lost her child in a gruesome manner. And here you are badgering her, beating her up over a damn cell phone when you can get the information about cell site data from the communications company. That's not what they're looking for in that phone. I'm telling you. She is acting suspicious, Audrey Wright. Big time suspicious. If that was me, I wouldn't care if me did a cheat and side chicken on the phone and nothing. Me, I give the phone to police like this, and I don't need to be around when they search it. You know what's funny is I was binge watching First 48 2 days ago because I say like new series come out. So there's this young man. Him drive around a block and drops off another young man. Stop and drop him off. The young man when him stop and drop off now goes and kill somebody and then run out the building and disappear. The police, based on cameras, was able to trail who was driving the car. So when them bring in the person that was driving the car, they said to that young man, well, you know, you were the last person that saw him. You dropped him off. We have you on video dropping him off in that area where he committed that murder. So the guy was like, hey man, I don't have nothing to do with nothing. I gave homie a ride. I dropped him off. I went on about my business. I got a good alibi. I was over at Kamisha house. I was over with my mom and them. I was here, there, and everywhere. Ask anybody. All right. The police said, just like this. He said, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you. Out of courtesy to you, though, I don't have to, but out of courtesy, just like this, he says, I don't have to, but out of courtesy to you, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to be digging into your cell phone and I'm going to be pulling all the information about your cell phone, getting all in it. So I'll have some stuff for you when I see you again. The boy face changed right away. You know why? Because this is a murder investigation. So at this point, just you seeming like you might have something to do with it is enough for us to want to turn over that stone to see what's under it. That way, in this investigation, if it's going to be thorough, we will leave no stones unturned. Now, so you solve case, right? Guess what? The police went, dig up metadata style, all the info out time phone, and they found a bunch of things. It led to, they asked him, who's the guy that you dropped off? He says, I don't even know him. I just gave somebody a ride. Based on his own cell phone, it showed a couple of things. One, he caught a case with that same guy he dropped off, I think in 2016. Boom, got him already. They were booked together on the same charge for the same crime. All right, so bring him back in now. So you still want to tell us you don't know the person that you dropped off that we saw on the camera? You just gave some guy a ride. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we looked it up in the system. You guys did time together, man. You were booked in 2016 on the same crime. You sure you don't know this guy? You know, you see what I'm saying? So things could be extracted from the phone that can connect the dots. Not only that, his phone text messages, him erase it, but it was still in the clouds, right? Text messages. He texted shortly before something about make sure you get it done. He's gonna be blah blah here, there, or something. Right after the murder, he gets a text message from that person's phone that says it's done. He's down. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So why is Jamaica playing games with this lady? I don't know. This is about a child. This is, matter of fact, this is about a child that has challenges. This is about a child that depends on adults to find justice for him because he can't find justice for himself. Look how them do the picnic. I don't care who child it is. Look how they did him. He didn't deserve that. And he was autistic. He did not deserve that. So, yes, we want to find the culprit, but mummy, we want to make sure that you weren't a part of the plan. So what is it that you're hiding? Go ahead and clear your name now by giving the phone to the law enforcement officials so them can do them like a dig up. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, fam. How you doing?
I'm good.
You following this case with the little boy, Gabriel?
Yeah, it's a long time since anything come out of the case. Because last time was, as I said, before Christmas.
Right before Christmas, they gave her an ultimatum. She had 6 days to give the turn over her phone, access to her phone to law enforcement.
What a long 6 days.
All right, and they have no other like nothing else planned after that. You know.
I think it's funny. It's almost like the police are trying to play footsie with this lady. She is, to me, she is the main suspect in this case. I don't see her as a victim.
Thank you.
This lady, was she married? I don't know if she was.
That is a do you think it have something to do with like her socioeconomic status or something?
Yes,
Okay.
I think my theory is what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think she didn't want the burden, and she felt like it was too much for her own child. I don't even know how look at who she is. Panic woman status.
Right. We
Why
can't.
she couldn't carry a to go America and just get a fit away or something.
All right. Put him in an orphanage, something, give him to somebody who would
Yeah,
want him. Yeah,
find
if
some
that's
more
the
white
case.
people. Just do something. Why would you kill your own child? Or rather hit on your own child?
But you know, we've
It's
seen this
not
happen before, so it's not like it's impossible. We've seen this happen
exact.
before in the same order. It
Yeah,
was an autistic child, and the mother get rid of the child. We've seen it happen,
and I
so
can
it's
only
pretty
I can only
common.
imagine because they're at the evidence stage and they didn't even go to court yet. They didn't even find who did it.
No, them don't have a clue. She's the only person.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's the only
So if
person.
when they if they let me say if they even reach at that stage within the next God know how long to get that from a jury
Mm-hmm.
or have a judge, I can only imagine what these people were looking at. Like it took you like months to get into this lady's phone to find some evidence. By the time you get in her phone, the evidence wiped, everything gone. So
And
the
you
police
better
are going.
believe she's probably working on that end. You know, cause
I
if you have the resources to do it, you know, you have a little connection with a brethren we're working IT and work in a certain field. Them can wipe out certain things for you and do certain things that okay, I'm ready to give up my phone now. Here, it's
I
imperative
mean,
that they get into the phone as soon as possible, and so much time has passed already.
because it's like for me, not only is there evidence of what happened prior to the child's murder.
Mm-hmm.
For me, there's evidence right now. She could be flying up that man out to an next country right now. The man could have a whole next identity.
True.
Everything could be set up in a way where when she's done and give the phone to the police,
There will
not
be
only is there no
nothing.
evidence, the murderer is gone to a next country, whoever connected gone,
Mm-hmm.
all their money trace gone, the
Mm-hmm.
bank account then wipe, everything switch up, and there's nothing to be had.
At all. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's what's going on. I hate to say it, but I think that's what is going on.
Yeah, and if there's anything to be had, then get pay off and look the other way.
I
This
feel like
poor
that's a one.
child was murdered for no reason.
No damn reason other than somebody never want to take care of him no more, it look like.
Mm.
Man, thank you. I appreciate
All
you.
right.
All right. You know, you know, this is a lesson for parents too. Listen, if you're burdened, you're only human, right? And everybody can trunk and can handle. Some people they have a child that's born with special needs and they can't take care of the child. They worry though that people around them are going to say stuff like you're ungrateful because look how much people can't have baby. And God bless you. So why if the little boy autistic is a special child God give you? Take care of your picnic man. And then I tell people, say, listen, I'm being burnt out. This child requires 24/7 attention and I have a life of my own and blah blah blah. So instead of going through all the ridicule, cause even if them look around and don't see your child no more, people are gonna say, well, so much part your picnic there. There's only so much of him over in mother house or him over in granny house you can say before the words start going around like, you know, so she give up her picnic. Yeah, she could put him in a one home because the poor picnic couldn't talk or the picnic artistic and, you know, low functioning and these things. Wicked girl, give her a little picnic before she raise her picnic. So instead of doing all that, they want to go out with some public sympathy. So them literally orchestrate and organize the demise of their own child, you know? If you're one of them parents, the man, and you feel like you get burnt out, the man, talk to somebody, give away the picnic to somebody. You don't know what that child could grow up to be. I've done occupational therapy in pediatrics, and I've worked with some of the most brilliant children that are autistic. Them, some of them, like the high functioning autistic children, they're like geniuses. I don't know if I explain it to regular people, but I'll try to. So they're like geniuses at whatever it is their interests are. If they're high functioning, but they might not, they might have like communication issues and stuff. And I said them not know words is that they don't know how to string them together and speak like we do back and forth, a banter, a rapport. So, but if say for instance, one of them ever pick up the phone here and say, I'm interested in learning how to fix phones. I bet you won't find somebody that can fix a phone better than that. I bet you won't find somebody that knows more about this computer or this phone or whatever it is because they develop an obsession and their brains are still very much wired in a way that they can learn and not only learn but hold information in, and it allows them to be that smart, that little genius. So you don't even know what the little youth could have become. So don't just dash for your picnic because, oh, I'm artistic and me want to move on with my life and this is too much for me. I'm just saying, you know. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Talk to us,
I
son.
just wanted to give my 2 cents on this, on the part where the child was disabled and the choice was to get rid of them. Like, so this is Shiona talking, right? So I'm mentally ill, and I've recently found out that I am on the autistic side of things. I have a developmental disability, sorry, and I have speech impediments. I can't like speak properly. But the part where you were so right is that a high functioning disabled person is literally a force to be reckoned with. Because see me, I struggle with like regulating my emotions and like dealing with like basic stress and stuff like that. And when I go to my therapy every week, my counselor is always like, you know, Shiona, you come here and you come with all these things, and every time you speak, it's like you find you find the answer for everything. Um, and she's like, you function more than I function, and I tell her like it's just like when I put my mind to something and I start doing it, I master it. It's like I won't stop. It's like I can't even stop. I can't stop it. Like I won't stop until I master that thing.
I've seen it.
So like high functioning disabled people, like people think that just because like there is disabled beside your name, like you're just nothing anymore. But there's like so much to it. Like I mean, like I struggle with a lot of other things, physically, mentally, and stuff like that.
Right.
But when it comes to the things that I'm good at, there's no one that's as good as it
You're really
like
good.
me. Yeah, I'm really good at it. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. So
Thank
for
you.
like parents who are like struggling with kids that are artistic, just like just like notice them, like watch them and find the things that they love doing and indulge in that some more with them, because like they could just be interested in that, and you may never know, they could grow up to be like one of the like a good person in that thing that they were interested in. So it might be hard to deal with disabled, because trust me, it's not easy being related to me, being friends with me. It's really hard, especially like when I'm going through episodes.
Right.
My siblings and my siblings and my stepmom can tell you like it's really hard, but the benefits are actually really good. So like if like there's a parent out there right now that has a child that is disabled in any way, just know that there's always going to be like a good side of things,
Right.
because like I've seen that, and like I'm just accepting the disabilities that I have now and not allowing them to stop me from doing the things that I love. Because see, before, that's what the disabilities defined who I was,
Right.
but now I'm learning to understand that, okay, that like that's an illness, like I can cope with it. I have medications, therapy, I do CBT, I do a lot of stuff to take care of that.
Right.
But then on the other side, I'm not going to allow it to stop me from doing the things that I love. And since I accepted that, oh my gosh, like I have just been functioning so good. So I just want like to give some hope to parents out there or to disabled person out there. Like there are gonna be bad days, but like if you're like interested in something, just like
The journey is worth it. The journey is
it's
worth it.
worth it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is worth it. It's really worth it.
Yes. Listen, I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
you.
just what I
I
wanted to
appreciate. I
say.
appreciate you sharing with us and backing up what I said because I've worked in this field with. I spent some time in the OT field with pediatrics and with children that
Yeah,
are, and that's exactly what I witnessed the entire. I was amazed.
yeah.
I thought I was gonna go into work on with children that like were like slow and can't process anything and needed help all around, and I was blown away,
Yeah,
honestly. So yes, thank you, and I appreciate you, and the journey is worth it.
no problem. Look up to you and wifey and the kids.
All right, family.
Awesome. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah. That and you know what's funny? You're listening to her talk, right? And she's saying that her speech impediment and all this other stuff. Were you able to tell any of that? Honestly, she never sound no different from anybody else that call in here. Matter of fact, she sound like more of one of the more well-spoken people that have called here. I lie, me I tell. She sound like more of one of the well-spoken people that have called in here. You see what I'm saying? So, man, be careful when you doing things to your children, planning their exit and giving them up on all these things. You don't know, my friend. You don't know. You didn't. You were a vessel to bring these babies into the world, but you must understand that you weren't the Almighty Creator. This wasn't your true design. You understand what I'm saying? Just be thankful that you are that vessel. I seen Brickhouse said my daughter is, let me see what Brickhouse just said about her daughter. I think she says her daughter has cerebral palsy and she wouldn't trade it for the world. Sharon Ingram Brickhouse. My daughter has cerebral palsy. She has been a blessing to my family. I can't see us without her. And she is a diva and she's a diva and high maintenance. Yeah, exactly. See, she's lucky that she has love around her though, because a lot of the times these are the people that get abused, all kinds of abuse. They get molested, they get abused, they get taken advantage of, they get neglected the most, and these things, and then pile that on top of already dealing with issues that makes them not like society's normal. That's a lot to deal with, especially as a child, you know. So, boy, me don't know exactly. Education and services help. Onika St. John says, and Lessa Steph says, my son is autistic and he amazes me every day. He is super smart, playing guitar and never had lessons. That's them. That's them. That once they lock into something, that's it. Funny you said you should say playing guitar. There's a video out of a little boy that was never taught. I'm sure y'all probably seen it by now. It's on IG. He was never taught how to play a piano. He went somewhere, sat around a piano, and the little boy was playing the piano with fast fingers like Mozart. And there was a man who is actually also a music teacher that was in the area. I think it was at the mall, a piano was. And the music teacher guy is, the dynamics of it all too. It was a little black boy and it was some older white man. And the older white gentleman was like, he stopped and he couldn't move because he wanted to know who this little boy was and who taught him because he teaches, but to see, he's like, this is a prodigy. Who is this? Right? When him go over there and he talked to the parent that was close by, the dad was like, I don't send him to any music lessons. He's never been trained by anybody to play the piano. The music teacher started crying, right? Music teacher was like, "You can't be serious." He's like, "No, I'm dead serious. My son has never had." So he had a piano, a grand piano that was passed down through his family line from his grandfather to his father to him. He had that piano completely refurbished and gave that piano as a gift to that little boy. And he sits to watch this little boy play. Now he is giving him lessons. But here are a lot of people, which I side with, that said, wherever that little boy's powers come from to play that piano like that, please don't give him no lessons and let this teacher who is formally trained on how the world is supposed to be kind of thing, just the rudimentary structure of earth, is gonna like redirect his divine, the little boy's divine, because it's coming from somewhere. Nobody taught him to do this. And he does it even better than the teacher does it. So, what is he going to be teaching him? I mean, thank you for the piano, but let's just watch him develop with this piano and see where it goes. I mean, I'm joking. I'm not talking about a kid where you can be like, he really good, but with a little training, he could be better. No, me, I talk about like like he should be in some doing some grand big ballroom something. You know, the people that go put on tuxedo and go in there for go watch man on stage play piano and thing. And that's what that little boy that needs to go. And nobody taught him to do that. And he is autistic. And he just found a piano. He is so obsessed with piano that he locks in, and that's it. He touch that key there, he'll never forget where that key is. He touch the next key, he'll never forget where that next key is. And that's what I'm telling you. I've witnessed this with them. So be careful when you're like quick to dash away a child. They are all blessings. They're all blessings. The cerebral palsy ones, autistic ones, the ones with speech impediments, the ones with walking issues, the whole of them are blessing. Everybody, all of us are actually blessings. But life beats we up so much that we forget that we're special. We forget that we are individuals created with our own individual brand of blessing that we're supposed to contribute to humankind. They have us out here thinking we're all the same. And if you don't function like everybody else, then you need to be discarded and thrown away because you're not fitting in. We need to break that, man. You know, we need to break that. I feel bad for the little boy, Gabriel King, but I'm bringing this up to remind you, just like how the Donnelly Donaldson case is, if you don't keep saying their name, ain't nothing gonna come out of this. I saw somebody saying they live in Canada though, don't they? Or something like that. I don't know where they live. I don't know where they live. I'm not gonna pretend I know these people's life, but I know that they are well-to-do people, right? And that goes a long way. Which part we come from? You're well-to-do. You can hire a top attorney, a big attorney, and some people to cook some books for you. More than likely, you will never see the inside of a jail cell, and more than likely, you will never be convicted for whatever. You have the power to disrupt investigations and to redirect and all that. So you can get away with what you get away with. But it's one thing I always say on this show, right? Is what? Karma. Karma don't care about your religion and it don't care about your finances. It'll find you. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, fam. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
All right, talk to me now. What's up?
There is a lot of points to that little child murder.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they were saying that drowned because there was not too much blood in the car. And the mom carried him down the road, flight her and left her there. Anyway, the cops let her leave Jamaica. She's in Canada right now. And she was bringing the baby to bury in Canada.
She's
in all evidence.
Okay, so see, I don't speak on things I don't know, so I would like to hear it from somebody who knows. So you're saying that she's
your point.
Okay, so she's in Canada right now. They allowed her to leave Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay, end of that case.
And they carried the baby. They came out of the berry too.
Yeah, okay, end of that case. Yeah, end of that case. No autopsy can be done, anything further. Nothing, no exhuming and doing anything. No, there's nothing that can be done after this. So,
No.
end of that case.
So
Wow.
I don't understand what their government is going on with, man.
What? I don't even know what to say.
Well, you
Wow.
know the
Just
name she
wow.
married into, though. You know what her tie comes from, right?
Yeah. But some people are
Okay.
saying, oh, they're not connected. But I
Oh, yeah.
think they
Oh,
are connected. I was looking over some pictures this morning, wedding pictures. That's why I'm gonna listen to people, I go look for
thank you.
myself. I saw wedding pictures and all these other things, and they are very much connected to certain people who are of high society in
We in
Jamaica.
Jamaica should have known that certain names are always connected.
Exactly. And I've said that before here.
Because not much. Yeah,
Yes.
you said everything, man.
Yes.
But
Wow.
look at Andre's phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Andre couldn't hold on to his phone anyway, because the law's gonna take it.
Right.
They take both phones, Andre's phone, her phone, and they get everything they need.
Right. And they didn't question anybody, right? Beg
And there
no
was no judge
permission.
order either.
No, exactly. There's no judge order needed. None of them can stop them from going into it. Nothing.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why is Jamaica flexing like this.
The connection. There's money and connection in Jamaica. It's too corrupt, man.
Wow. Yo. All right, fam. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you. You too.
All right.
So if that's the case, then that case they close. They know nothing is gonna come out of it. So between law enforcement and the media in Jamaica, they just keep popping this stuff up because it just printed yesterday, February 8th of 2023, as if they're still working on this case. How are you working on the case if she's not even in the country and the child's body flew out of the country to go get buried in another country and you can't even get access to her phone? And like, this is done. It's done. Veronica Gale says the child was cremated. Wow. It's done. See? Oh man. Yo, if you have your child and you're really under pressure, ask for help. Ask for help. Leave the child. I would rather you leave the child and make somebody else go find the child in there. Like left the child now on home somewhere by themselves or something. We can't take it no more and just leave. Yeah, status definitely played a role in this one. That's Jamaica for you, though. That's Jamaica for you. People might say, SouFlo, I like when you say them things there, but the two things I've been saying lately. One, I said, I don't know. I'm starting to look at this drug trade thing because I got dreams. I got dreams. I understand that I have one life to live. And I want to pass down some real generational wealth. And I know how the structure work. I know so enough of them people there that take the boats out on the weekends and live in the big mansion on the hill. I know where they started out at. A dirty money them wash clean. See? But it's looking to me possible that if I join that drug trade in Jamaica, I might be able to get away with it. Because everybody I've seen so far that got caught with how much tons of kilos of coke, don't do it again. I'm like, what? They give in I get caught with that in the US with half of that. You would have thought I massacred 50 people. Because the amount of time they would give me, they would bury me under the jail that's under that jail. But in Jamaica, they get away with it. So if you put yourself in a position to be connected to certain people and you can pretty much do anything. But through my mind now, study evil now, I don't know if that would be a right fit for me. And another thing is, I want to partake in that too. I want the privileges too. I want to know if my child make a mistake that, okay, he's going to learn from the mistake, but them not going to punish him, like break him down to where he's damaged for the rest of his life. Because that's the privilege that those of the upper echelon and those who they rub elbows with, that's the privilege they get, you know? Your child make a mistake in his late teens, early 20s. You don't want to know that he's still paying for it in his 40s and he'll become a whole new person over that time. You know, them for them picnic get to make mistake, grave mistakes, and they get away with it. And then they could reinvent themselves, come back a better person, and act like nothing happened. Me don't care what nobody wants to say. Me I look on that. I'm looking into it because I look like that works. Get away with it in Jamaica if you are not poor. Yes, Debbie Jervis. Exactly. So I'm quietly building myself because I envision myself being of that. Although they might hold all that against me. Are you the man from YouTube where you talk all this? No, in a business about how much you have and who you're connected to. You do you like Vibes Cartel? You're gonna be the only one that gets 45 years before parole. Everybody else will be lenient with them. So me don't know. Me can't play with them way there. So with that said, justice for Gabriel King. Wow. Mm. No, you know, Kaz Robinson, you don't have to run for president and then secure that seat and then get that power. We're talking about Jamaica here. Enough people who have this power, them only know who. Some of them are flexing on their great grandparents' name. Just that. You're born into a certain, y'all know this. Real Jamaican them know this. You're born into a certain family and you carry a certain name. People don't even refer to you as your name or you as a person. Yeah, man, I so and so son that you know. That's how they talk about you. Yeah, so and so daughter that you know. That's how they talk about you. All police, all law enforcement. You out the road and do foolishness. Yeah, man, I so and so son that you know. Yeah, the big man up on the hill there. Yeah, I'm second boy that. Why? So I go. Kaz Robinson says, so who you know? Well, we're gonna left that right there. So, all right. Red flag. Mother not giving access to the phone. We went through that. Let's go to a different field. Let's talk about hygiene real quick. Let's switch to hygiene real quick. Take my mind off of that, right? I feel so disappointed now that I know all this. Like, if it's true that she was allowed to leave the country, and you know, Jamaica never called back nobody yet. Jamaica has never been like, oh, Canada, send this person back, or the US, send this person to us. So once you fly out, I ain't that done. Say goodbye. Oh, no, don't take me serious enough. You know, I don't want to mix up in no corruption. I'm just talking, just to talk. Because you have to take serious thing, make joke sometime, kind of thing, and that's something do. But nobody take me serious, because you know what, nobody corruption. Because you see, I'm one of those people that firmly believe in karma. And I also firmly believe that, them said the sins of the father shall fall on the children and all these things. Me think so too. So I'm not setting up nothing bad for myself or for my children in the universe. If anything reached them, it wasn't from my doing. It wasn't from my doing. So I talk. Anyhow, let's go into the men hygiene. Some men who have weight on them are really frozen. Jesus Christ, Karen, you couldn't wait. Karen couldn't wait, I said, let's go into the hygiene stuff. Bam, some men who have weight on them is really frowsy. Yo, oh, you could have let me say nothing first. Just Christ, you big frowsy boy. Hey, go watch. All right, men, listen. We talk about woman all the time, right? And the woman, them most of the time, a woman gonna know how to put herself together. Most women, anyways. Even though I've been around some frowsy woman, but uh the women, for the most part, we talk to the man them. I don't know why it seems like a lot a lot of men feel like it's okay to just brush and go through. Yeah, just brush and go through. Listen to me. Listen to me good for the next couple of minutes. So bathing is an everyday thing. May I tell you this, even though I may not do it. I'm raw honest. I mean, I have no reason for lying. Nobody can hold me and beat me. Bathing is an everyday thing, even though I don't do it every day. I don't do it every day because more time I'm so caught up in what I'm doing and I'm just running. Me drop asleep around one part in my house. I don't go in the bedroom, which my wife they go stink up the bed. All these things. Me drop asleep around one next part of the house. I'm stay around there. Stay around there for that 2 days. And I work. I'm lucky like I'm on a mission and I'm not even home. That's where my mind is, right? But when it come time now, I'm start smell myself now. You know, one of them wonder where you're gonna say you're like blood fire on me that. Mm-mm. Yeah, be jumping in the shower. But for the most part, I do bathe thoroughly uh, every day except for them time that when me lock in. See, lock in like me artistic. No, anyhow, it baffles me that there are grown men that don't know that when you go into the shower that you're supposed to clean from head all the way down to foot. And the last place you clean by yourself is your body. Your body. The last place, your body. Now, sometimes when you go around some people, and I've done this before, and I smell, you ever hear somebody say, smell like ass? Because it's grown men out here that's actually wiping them rag through them body, no soap, just water. And then the same rag they go under them arm. I think I uproad of them neck part that's up. I okay. So let me walk you through this, right? First of all, let shampoo and conditioner be your friend. If you use soap to wash anywhere you have hair, it's gonna scale up under there. So you're gonna end up with enough dandruff and stuff. Dry soap, cake on your scalp and these things. So you don't want to use soap. I'm telling you, you just want to use shampoo and conditioner. For your soap, let antibacterial soap be your friend. Not regular soap, not the sweet soap. You're not going with the soap because the soap smells sweet. You're going with antibacterial soap. You hear what I just said? Antibacterial soap. That's what you need. Okay. For those of you who have the privilege of being able to get like the carbolic soap where granny used to bathe you with, remember the red soap there? The carbolic soap, Dettol soap, and these kind of soap, those are the best ones to use. I heard wifey talk about it yesterday to the women. You need to use that as a man as well. See? So it's them kind of soap there, not sweet soap. Because what happens when you use sweet soap is the sweet soap doesn't have anything that neutralizes or fights bacteria or all these things. So for you men who wipe your body and then your rag reach all the way back up yourself, all you're doing is transferring doodle particles from there all the way back up here and that. Although it might be microscopic doodle particles because you claim that you wipe yourself properly, but it's still there. Yeah, so you need antibacterial soap. As a man, let that be your friend. And then when you go in the shower, wash your hair, right? And you go from here to beard. If you have beard and these things, and you work yourself from here all the way down, but don't skip your face. You have to clean out the matter them out of your eye them. That's the time when you clean out all your nose hole, right? You know, you talk to some people and you see this big boogle, and every time you talk to them nose nasty, and you're like, this is a grown man. Why is your nose nasty like a 2-year-old? That's this is a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You have to clean out inside of your ears. And on the ear cleaning tip, this could go for male or female. Stop using them Q-tip that were them teacher for use growing up, because all that does is push wax further down into your ears and compact the wax. See? I found one hack, and the hack is a clothespin. But don't push it too far in your ears and go punch out your eardrum. But I use a not clothespin, a hairpin, or even a clothespin, not clothespin. The baby nappy pin them pin the safety pin they call a safety pin or a hairpin, and you can use that, and that will actually more take out the wax than uh the something there with the cotton stuff on the end. That's not good for your ear. But inside of your earlobe and all that, and behind your ear, I've noticed as I'm getting older that like inside of my ear, I see like scaly skin and stuff. So when I bathe, I have to like clean out. I mean, I like, damn, so much dead skin, like me, I shed skin. See? Like so much dead skin is like in my ear, around the back of my ear and stuff like that. That I just, yes or no, we not reach nowhere else yet. We not reach nowhere else yet. Some on the beard and don't even go so and lift up your arm and like scrub out your armpit. How? How? And y'all might be laughing, right? But a true thing, like beard and don't scrub out your armpit. Your, your armpit office, your armpit office scrub out, fam. This is where now after that me lad out mine, me wash out my rag so and ladder it up again. And we are gonna scrub out the armpit them now, clean out your armpit. I prefer, I'm not one of the man them where shave my armpit clean and these things. Let me say my armpit not really grow here, but ain't really no hair under there. But some people armpit get bushy. And when they get bushy and then wipe the roll on under the, and then you see the roll on them look like, you ever been in a cave in the wintertime and you see like the popsicle them hang down, icicles hanging down from the cave. I saw the roll on that's a hang down from the big hair them under them armpits. So it's okay, men, like to trim up. It's okay. Yeah, it don't make you girly. You're wearing a white tee and your underarm here is like way down here, halfway down your arm. You know, the woman them say don't look good. And if a woman, if a woman you're about, or you have, me not care because I have my wife already. Me not think your wife like it. She probably don't know how to tell you something. I'll help you. Trim it up. Okay? You might not have to shave it off clean, but trim it off to a short, workable level. Beard yourself go down now. Some of them don't even scrub on the back. When last you scrub your back when you beard? You only beard your front and go on about your business, right? If you beard your back, how do you how do you bathe your back? Have a washcloth that's big enough. You might not be flexible enough. Me I beard my back from a little so I throw my rag crossway like this and grab it back here so. I'm scrub my back so. I'm scrub my back so. But look at this. We live in modern days now. So you can go in the store and there's actually this long thing that's about that long. And it's designed to scrub the body, scrub off dead skin and stuff. For those of you who live in the US, go check your local Walmart or your local, one of them kind of store that like Walmart, Target, or whatever. I guarantee you they have them. So if you can't go so I reach around there, you have this long thing and you scrub your back, your whole big, broad back. They need to be washed. It's a big part of you, right? And then you go down and your beard and your beard and your beard. For the men them that are uncircumcised, pull back your skin on a regular basis. I heard, you know what's funny? I saw an interview recently and I heard Trabas. You remember Trabas? I heard Trabas, right? In the interview, Trabas said, no, sir, me not in the circumcision thing and cut off my thing and all that. So a lot of us Caribbean men, that's what he said in the interview, a lot of Caribbean men are not circumcised. Right. But the hygiene part now, pull your skin back, antibacterial soap again, and wash off your something properly. And then dry it off properly. What I'm also finding out is this. As a man that is not circumcised, even when you pee, you can't just pee and shake off like regular man and go about your business because the foreskin will hold pee in it. And then you will get an infection, right? It could be like a skin infection or even worse, it depending on how nasty you are, that kind of stuff. So you literally have to pull back and you have to clean all the time, right? Just be dedicated to keeping at least that the part they clean because I've heard horror stories. I've heard horror stories from from women, you know, that she buck up in her and she oh my God. Like I'm saying brothers out here ain't really cleaning up properly. Cheesy balls is another thing. They may joke about your cheesy balls, like you wash your front, but you don't go in between your legs. We're going somewhere with this. Watch what this I go. You're going somewhere. You go in between your legs. Lift up your balls, them. Clean it. I told my son. I said, and you're gonna laugh, right? I said, lift up your balls and wash them individually. Wash your balls. Look on them. Clean under them. I said that space that's between your balls and your body. Go there so and clean out all of that space, that little dead space there, clean out. That's how I talk to my son. Hear this part. I tell him, right? I say you need to squat in the shower and wash out your body hole. That's that's what I said to him. See, wifey over there laughed. She was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hear a body. You know Jamaican men, right? They put, oh, why for that? Why for that? Like some Batman argument, that and all that. Listen, let's not put any of that into this. This is you handling your body. All right. Some man needs to know, say, you must either bend over and spread your cheeks, or you must blouse and skirt, squat down in the shower and open up your body hole and wash out your body hole. Because some of you don't even wipe good when you take a boo boo. You take a boo boo and toilet paper roll off up in there. All kind of, and some of them man nasty, you know, and down there handle business with no face and mouth and everything, and all that choop and roll up toilet paper and them something there. Yo, I don't know if I was a woman, I don't think I could. Me no know. Me and my wife like really funny about hygiene, so it works very fine for both of us. Like if me have nothing in my mouth or anything, me no want no kiss, me no want no nothing. And even when if she a kiss me and she's like, but me not taste nothing, I'm like, yeah, me no want no kiss. Me need to go floss. I need to go scrape my tongue. I need to go gargle. I need to go rinse out my mouth properly. Me need to go just oral hygiene. Some of you have pretty teeth and your breath think rotted. What's the sense? What's the sense? You have oral hygiene. But don't you so? You have to wash, men. Wash and don't mix up the two. Don't wash from your body and then go wash your hood. And again, clean the rag off, antibacterial soap, visit the back. Funny, wifey said yesterday, some of them now washing between them toes and nothing like that. Your dogs, man. I call them your dogs. They take you everywhere. Your feet take you everywhere. You have to literally like massage your feet when you're washing your feet. And I noticed I've seen a lot of guys with like these long ass toenails. Me not watch man, but I see stuff when it's in my presence, like some long unkept toenails that look like them crop up sheet and them something there. Brother, no, them things that are attractive to no woman. You can clip your toenails, it's okay. And your front hair, you can trim that too. It's okay. It's okay. One girl, well, me hear one girl say, she said in body already little, and then the amount of bush for the around it, she could have barely see it. What when them go to do, when them go to do nothing. Like the body already tiny, and then the body just lost in the bush. Like you can, hey, trim up. It's okay. It's okay. Tone the hair down a little bit in certain places. I know you're gonna be like, God made us like this or whatever. Like, it's okay, man. We're in a modern times. It's okay for some things to get modern. We live and we learn, right? We're not cave people no more, and we're not people in the jungle and the woods no more. Yes, scrub your tongue, scrape your tongue, and your jaw, inside lining of your jaw, the roof of your mouth, under your tongue, and around it, and especially the back part of your tongue. This is hygiene morning. If we continue. But the part when we really want to get to, because my people laugh after this, you know, it's the same reason why most Jamaican men don't want to go to the doctor and do a colon exam, right? I don't want no man go around there, so I have no man, woman, nobody in my body. Nobody in my body. Why for that? and then colon cancer kill you. It's the same principle towards keeping yourself clean. You walking around with dude. And I see some of them like wearing pants that's low hanging, like them little lost young youth here. Big grown man, you know. I try to keep up with the little youth them and them wear them pants and the pants off. I'll never forget I went in to go pay my phone bill, walking at the phone store, and there's a woman there with one baby up here, so little baby, and she had a belly, which means either she just had baby or she was pregnant, and she have a next little picnic down there, so and the man what she come in with is her man. And I thought to myself, damn, this says a lot about you as a woman, first of all. To be with a man like this and a multiple breed for a man like this, and he doesn't even know how to dress himself and come out in public. Why is his and this a man your pants did low that day there now? Me I talk about the whole lot. Some people wear them pants a little bit off their waist. No, this a man your pants the whole line batted it out the door. And here's the messed up part, my friend. He was wearing a light color boxers brief, and the big shit stain about that long was in the back, and everybody in the store could see it. I was embarrassed for him. I was embarrassed for her. I was like, why didn't she tell him? And she's still walking with him and standing beside him proudly. I want a woman to be down with me for whatever. But if you see me down that bad, please try to pull me up. Because that ain't the down we talking about. Try pull me up. If you can't pull me up as my woman if I get that low, then you don't mean me no good. And you definitely don't love yourself. If you allow yourself to deal with somebody like that. So yeah, to the brother them, no, that drawers then don't need no bleach. It need dash. It needs for dash sweat. It need new underwears. Or him just simply need, if you can't afford new underwears and the bleach now work no more, keep your pants on your waist. Nobody no need to know say your drawers have some old stains in it. But it's how they step out proudly. It's how they step out proudly with it. Now you know, in order to shit up your drawers like that, it tells you weren't wiping good in the first place, right? All right. So that goes to show you what me just said. Bend down in the shower, up in your body hole and wash it out. It's yours. That's it. I know nobody else will do it. And you will do it, handling your body. So with that said, if I skip anything, please go ahead and feel free to put it in there because we're trying to help the men, especially this morning. I know some of the woman there with some unsavory characters, and you just don't you don't know how to tell him. You feel like, maybe just bathe him before me give him some. And you try and mask it as babe, let's go in the shower. And when you're in there, you mask it as you bathe me and I bathe you. But what about the days when you don't go in the shower with him? You need to be able to go into the shower himself, right? So, what else did I miss? A colonoscopy? Yeah. Rich Ricky Reed says I walk with dude wipes. Oh, oh, Mm, mm. Make it an everyday routine. Especially the ones who wear their pants all the way down there. I bet that's not one of us. Mm. Trust me, right now, somebody in here is exactly that. One of the guys that's sitting on here watching this right now just looked in his drawers and it's shitty. And he's like, damn, but I keep wiping good. I want to tell one story, but I don't want to get myself in a trouble. Even though it was long ago in my life. But me, I left that one there. Me, I left that one. Me, I left that one there, cause you know what? You don't want your significant other to take stuff and look upon you. You out there tell everything. Them not tell you nothing. Me? Never. No. Mm-mm. And then you alone tell out. And then later on when argument broke, you hear them fling sitting back, bust your head with it, and you give them the ammunition. So but there's a funny story that I really I really want to tell, but me I gonna left it right which part it there. When the Black Goddess Henry says, "Not my husband, him full of himself too much." Yeah, and that's a good thing. She blind. Leave it. Yes, Ricky Reed, me I'll leave it alone. Me I'll leave it alone. But that was it for men's hygiene for this morning. Um, take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Okay? Ain't no reason. No reason. Don't say it. Me not say it. Cock your ears shock. Bubble right, so me shit myself. No, sir. I was gonna, you know what? Don't draw me out. Don't draw me out. Cause me have to go deal with the consequences when time when you sit down on the yard, well comfortable and everything. Me over here battle demons. Me good. I'm not saying it. Um, let's move along. I think we said enough about men's hygiene this morning. Let's move along. We're gonna talk about let's let's quickly go to. I want to leave Jamaica sending troops to Haiti for the last thing. So let's talk about Bounty Killer Boop 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 song where him drop with Mr. To counteract Mr. Vegas. We say, yo, them a cuss Mr. Vegas online right now, you know, because you know Bounty Killer are the man. So Mr. Vegas don't have that many fans in that. I mean, Vegas have fans. Him have a lot of fans. You dance when you hear Mr. Vegas music, but when it comes to dancehall clash world, it's a whole different world. Vegas don't have too many fans over there yet, but he's gaining fans fast. But he might get cussed too fast and whole heap. And I think the people who which song King Biggs? The song where boop 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 where Bounty drop? King Biggs said lukewarm. Hear me now. I think that the people who are cussing Mr. Vegas, they're like me. They're highly disappointed. You know when you hold somebody like up here, cause in my mind, nobody can beat Bounty Killer in a war. Ninja Man, Bounty, Beanie, them man there, right up there, so along with Movado, Vibes Cartel, them man there, right up there, so right. That's it up there. To see Mr. Vegas come in, and it seemed like say Bounty can't handle this. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Especially those who was riding with Bounty all along, cause when him call him gear gas and all these names, and you're like, oh, him rub him out, him said this to him, him shame him that. And now the gun turn around and Killer is not killing. Killer is not killing. Them not talk the truth, King Biggs, them afraid. Them afraid because Bounty wield that much power in the genre. So them afraid. But me have to go say it because, you know, I don't depend on any of these people to put on my pot, and me not begging no friends. So me I go say it right out. Killer not ready for this. Bounty Killer is going to have to. Bounty Killer to me has now become the underdog. He's going to have to prove to me. And Killer can't back out. You can't back out. Because if you back out, you're going to say, run, you run, because you're afraid of Vegas. So whether you want to call him Vegas or Gagas or whatever, he's whipping your ass, bro. and that a go on. And that a go on. And we have to, let's call fear. We have to call it fear. Any Killer the over here put out the song them where Vegas have put out, we would have said, yo, Vegas, go sit down. You know, sister, the man in a top tier form. You know, a killer that you know you can't. But it's the other way, it's the other way around. We literally are watch Bounty Killer take a ass whipping right now. He's getting beat bad. No regular beating, you know. It's not no regular beating. Missy somebody yesterday said, Jesus Christ, I never thought in my lifetime that I would see the day when anybody in a dancehall can step to Bounty Killer like this, let alone demolish him like this with 2 songs. Worse, if see Vegas come do it out of everybody else we possibly could have. Nah. When me read the comment there yesterday, me laugh so till because I was like, that's exactly how I'm feeling. So I have to continue to be true to myself before be true to anybody else. Me not think Killer can handle this. Nope. And here's why. Bounty Killer have a brand style that works for him. If you listen to Killer perform and all that, he sounds the same way that him sound from day one all the way up till now. So anytime Killer come on, when you hear the song Boop Boop Boop, go listen to it. Me not play it for Yasa this morning because me sure me will get copyright infringement. But go listen to it. It's subpar is too good to say. And not only that, me hear it already. I don't know if somebody leaked it before, but I heard it already. So when I'm listening to it on the premiere of it, me actually I say, okay, I'm gonna say this next. Yeah, this. Okay, so on a deja vu, me hear this already. Whoever run the man pages, Killer, whoever run your page them, kick them off it and make somebody else do it. If I you do it, get somebody who understand how to do it. Because the song where you released yesterday, we heard it already. Vegas done say already, say you take 1 whole week to come back with 1 song. Him drop 2 in the meantime. And you still the man say better him go war lady and you better have him this sing book than boop boop in him head. Now, what I problem with Bounty Killer is this, right? I think he must stick to, some people just stick to what them know, and even when the ship is going down, burning, them just now come off of the ship. All right, I think that I go on with Killer. Cause here what? This brother is a producer, and him take the same song that Killer made, that I was shocked of how low quality that song was, and the song just, it's Bounty Killer. I don't want to use the word garbage. I don't. I just feel it disrespectful. But for those of you who've heard it, right? Listen to this. This is a producer. The producer you remixing.
Every day I get up and post me. Like you look money in your story. Try to stay in your pain like touring. Here's someone take your answer story. Tuesday, last time I try to look way back. So up for that same brain way back. But I block that chance story. People know. In a head top. Skull for me like. Skull for me like. Clad both I do when it in another shy do.
That sounds better than Bounty Killer own, and is a producer named Willie Chin. Willie Chin, Willie Chin, big up yourself. Willie Chin remix this. And me left one comment and me say somebody, please get Bounty Killer to get in touch with this producer right here, so because he need it. See it? Talk to me now. What going? Hello?
You can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear you now? What?
If that is what he dropped, he would be ahead.
All right.
Because
all right.
That you mean for call a producer then no, nobody knows smart.
That's what I said. When I heard this yesterday, I was like, yo. So you said the same, don't?
Because this morning we hear what the normal one, the original version. It was like no, that can't work.
It can't work, my friend.
It's the same style. And the producer has the idea that you need to change something up.
Right. I heard in this style, I heard grime, which is out of UK. I heard yeah, it was just a different vibe. the rhythm tougher, the production to that was tougher, and it make his voice have more of a punch to it, and his punchlines more punchy. But the original that Bounty dropped yesterday, I was so disappointed. I couldn't even listen to it more than twice.
So, man, keep the point tally still now. Him still quite -3 now. Make him 1 point for sympathy because he not improve.
You give,
-3.
you give one for sympathy, can not improve.
No, and you know, be funny. Give us now go listen to the new remix what this producer make and take the same idea of chopping it up. Not only saying okay, dance or new kind of chop kind of thing. Something from UK.
Mm-hmm.
Try a little rap.
Mm-hmm.
You're making the song not just to diss the person, but the song can stand by itself.
Right.
When the song can stand by itself,
Right.
we will remember it for a longer period of time. Because when they made a song to diss each other, let's say when other people like I don't know, when Aisha make a song to this Bounty, and Bounty make a song, go back to Rock McPunch and make a song bullshit. Who remembers the song? Nobody knows the song. I don't remember any song. But remember maybe like a line or two. When you make a song to last, this will be a war when we say, all right, this person dropped this song. The song when put out, and the song is bad, and the song name boop boop boop, and it have a chop rhythm to it, and it have a UK rhythm. No, we can't say that, boy, you know. And you have the big killer. You're going on a boop boop a pew 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 pew.
It was bust a pew pew. All right.
Even if, all right.
All right. All right. Yo, Kyle, you know what? We don't want, we don't want the alliance back you up out the road and have things to say. Oh, yeah, disrespect the general. Listen, Bounty are the man and the general that for real. We rate Bounty on a different level for other reasons. But let me tell you something too. Some of you elders, just leave this alone. If you're in it, just leave it alone. Cause me see people yesterday I talked about it would be better if the two of them just work together. And I just think that this war is just a malice war. If it was gonna be a friendly war, the man said about a pew pew is not a boom boom. Yo, hear what? Every war is a malice war. Every war is a malice war. Them artists here go dig up stuff about each other and put it in a lyrics, and that will make the war them stay how them stay. See, if you want to go way back to even Bounty and Beanie back in a them days, remember you know, the Angel started out with Bounty Killer, you know, they a Bounty did a the Angel man, you know. Y'all forgot or what? Beanie man take the Angel, you know. Married the angel and breed the angel and then make song about bounty killer how him can't breed nobody. Him can't breed gal and these things. So these wars are there always been very personal. When them did when them did a war with Ninja Man, what they use against Ninja Man? Him crack habit. Cause Ninja they start smoke crack, cocaine. Okay? And at that them use against Ninja Man. All crackhead him crack out and this and that and the other. Right? And Ninja Man, of course, you know, Ninja fast and witty with it. Ninja said him did have to test the product before him can come teach the people about it. First and experience are the best teacher on these things. But all these wars have been personal. So if you don't really understand how this go, just pump your brakes. See? It's war. Everything dirty up in a war. And that's how the thing go. We have a love for this. And this is a part of our culture. Warring in a dancehall has been in dancehall from the beginning of all this clashing. And when a man stand up and say, yo, me run this, and me are the best at this, we are a competitive people, and we've always been. And dancehall is a space like this. If you're not fast with it, and if you're not creative, you're not going to survive in the dancehall space. You have to be brave and can turn up and fight in there in order to survive in there. Bernie Romy and him big fat sister Naomi. It's all them claims and them know me. And them argument, show me, show me, show me. They want to roll me, want to know me. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. One article says Bounty Killer accused Mr. Vegas of purely using their lyrical beef to promote his new label urban islands. Well, I don't know about that. I know that there is a website called Urban Islands, and I keep telling you about it. Mister, me go to Urban Islands, go check out Urban Islands, because Urban Islands covers a lot of stories in our genre. So I don't know how him I gonna have a label called Urban Islands. Well, Urban Islands is somebody's business already, but we'll see how that goes. But even if that's the case, stop find Ross excuse and fling lyrics, man. And that you and that you know. Stop worry about why man I drop tune under your skin and just drop back tune, cause you are the biggest and the baddest, don't. You can't drop one song and then when the one song don't work, you start complaining about because he might try promote something. Boy at the back of the bus. Want go back to the front of the bus. Boy no have no career. Him career flop and spoil up. So he might try use me to get back to the front. No, stop that. Because that's how music goes. That's how dancehall music goes. So before we go on to this, I think it's time. We have like 15 minutes left. Let me talk about the Andrew Holness lick him head. I talk about him. I send our people them go to Haiti. Before we do that, let me close out this section by saying this. Bounty disappoint me. Bounty Killer, I am as a fan that have been a fan from I was a boy. I am highly disappointed in this. So please, sir, you can't make we go out like this. Because I was riding with you without even hearing a song from you. Me say yes, killer got murder Vegas. It can't stop. It can't be this. It can't be this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
So, morning.
Morning, fam.
Is big, proving it's a think like a scorpion.
Wait there, fix up your phone for me. I don't know if you have us on speaker or you
Me
have
not
us
have the
on
one up.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
All right, me come back. You still not here?
I can't hear you a little bit, but you sound like.
Out from the balcony, me come the room, or me there now.
All right. Well, make it quick then. Where
Let me
else?
say that. Wi-Fi, in the data.
Mm-hmm.
Is the area me say that in the data?
Yeah, me I hear a little better talk.
All right, me say,
Mm-hmm.
do that a think like a scorpion skin.
You must sting like a scorpion.
Scorpion skin. Yes, Mr. Doctor Man, profit of him of God. Oh. All right, let me just take a look for the connection of those. Bye-bye.
All right. She said Vegas a sting like a scorpion, you know. Yeah, Bounty look like him not have nothing for this. He don't have nothing for this. If Bounty had something for this, Bounty named Warlord. Bounty would have dropped about 10 track already if he did have nothing for this. You see, that's another thing to learn too. If you have a war with somebody, have some tune build up and put on already. That means when you leg a 4, you can say, so which part of the boy? Someone build and make the people them feel like say, yo, killer fast on him. But you're not dropping anything. 2 weeks, one song. And the one song is a song we heard already. So stop. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He is not interested. I lie. Well, if you're not interested, stop talk. Don't call the man name no more. Because guess what? You see the little tracing thing? That's one thing. But you are a musician. You are a recording performing artist. So that's your thing there. And you name Warlord. Right? So that's your thing there. You can't yell out the thing or yellow. You can't come out here, come just talk about batty boy and you suck pussy boy and dirty boy and boy I call up my name boy. That's not how it goes. If that's the case and you're not interested, just don't answer Vegas no more. Don't say nothing. Make him say what he wants to say, and then make the people then beat him and say, can you know say killer fans are gonna pick up for him, you know. So if Vegas keep beating him, that's like you fighting somebody who don't want to fight. Sooner or later, the crowd is going to say, all right, man, stop lick her now or stop lick him now. You know, say no one fight you. You done bust up the side of that man head already. Left him now. Left him now, man. Make him go on. Yeah, so left it at that. Don't say nothing more, but you can't come out. Always I call the man name, and then the man I respond lyrically, and you drop that a song with him name in it. That was a response. That was a response, but it was a weak response. You have to go do better than that, killer. Yeah. I don't know who afraid to tell you that they're around you. Me not around you, so me not have to worry about me not way over here. So. But me I tell you, do better than that. And you can do better than that. Link up the producer when me just say, fill link up and forward and shut the whole away. All right? Bounty throat sore from all the yelling. Well, Bounty been doing a lot of work lately. I see him fly out and go so and do show over there so and come back and do show over here. So Bounty is still very active, still getting his coins, still getting his checks, and still doing these big stage shows, run out in front of thousands of people and these things. That's a blessing to be around that long and still be that relevant. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna use all of that now as no excuse. Vegas have beat out him blouse and skirt, and it don't look like him can angle it. With that said, I could talk about the Prime Minister now. So I wake up to one madness one day that says Jamaica is sending troops to Haiti. Now, being that I had covered Haiti extensively since the assassination of Jovenel Moise, there, go and look on YouTube. Just look up Haiti president assassination SouFLoTV. You will see that I did about 12 to 14 videos, and out of those videos, about 9 to 10 of them are over 100,000 views per piece. So it was a very interesting topic to everybody when it happened, right? In the Caribbean space, especially to the Haitians. They were tuning in. Oh, I never noticed your channel before, but you're talking about something from my country, so I'm tuning in. Love your channel, them subscribe. All right. I kept on following what's going on in Haiti. I haven't been saying nothing, just following. Them get liquid earthquake twice the other day. I'm not about to say nothing because me already know what my thought is, why that happened. But you know, some things are not to be said out loud. You jeopardize your own self by saying certain things and all these things. Now me I watch what go on in Haiti. And I got to start studying this one gangster that's in Haiti. Well, that's what people for fun. Don't play. I him at the same one that was at the head of the missionaries that went down there and them call up the whole of them like 1 dozen of them and start let them go one. Like the man don't play. Okay? And him have a whole heap of bucketive. And you know, say Haiti is that place where the long guns them reside. All right. So me there pay me attention now. And then here comes out of nowhere a Jamaican flag waving. I say, where Jamaica reaching at this? How we reaching at this? It's none other than the Right Honorable Andrew Holness saying he's sending Jamaican troops to Haiti. Jamaica Prime Minister offers to deploy troops and police to help stabilize Haiti. This is the headline. The first thing I said to myself was, we troops and police them can't even stabilize Jamaica. We can't even stabilize Jamaica, much less. No, talk to me. Our troops and police can't even stabilize Jamaica, much less. All fun and joke aside. What are we doing in Haiti? Guns out. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo.
Yes, fam.
Morning again.
Good morning. Talk to me.
You know when he came up and he get $34 million from?
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
So, you know when you get the money from Kamala Harris, he was to go to fight the war in Haiti, right? You didn't know that?
Really?
Okay. No Caribbean island wanted it. And he's the one that jumped for it.
I'm going to read through this and see what we can get out of it. I have a piece of information right here.
Yes, sir.
So stick around and try to help me with it, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Cool.
All right, so listen, let me go through the piece of information. It says the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, has announced his intentions, and pay attention to word. He has announced his intentions officially, his intentions to send military aid to Haiti in the form of troops and police. That means soldier, JDF, and JCF. Now, according to AP News, Haiti is experiencing what's called a fuel siege, blamed on the country's most powerful gang. And I told you who the leader of that most powerful gang is, but his name will be mentioned here. And that's him on the icon of this video with the long gun them in the ear and him people them around him. That's him wearing the Haitian flag wrap around his neck, right? Right there. So is a man that is highly skilled and trained military wise, and then him just take it to the streets. But all right. So across generations, Haiti has endured misery due to widespread poverty, limited resources, and devastating natural disasters. We're gonna roll with it like we know no sense. All right. Much of these complications are linked to being, all right, a former colony of France. Them a talk truth. So after Haiti won independence in 1804, France found another way to exert its powers over the island of Haiti. They imposed obscene taxes it knew that Haiti couldn't afford. And there was no other reason for this other than cruelty and spite and trying to get Haiti to go under because Haiti decided they didn't want them around anymore. So Haiti finally settled that debt in 1947, but continues to be chronically insolvent. Modern efforts to persuade France to compensate Haiti continues to be unsuccessful, which isn't surprising. France's refusal to acknowledge its crimes against Haiti is like the British refusal to acknowledge its crimes against Jamaica. We in the same boat, same thing. Then take way and plaka way up and dash way over there, so. And then that is that. And then we are beg and ball and them not answer. All right. So France's refusal to acknowledge its crimes against Haiti stems from the belief that, hey, the past is the past, man. Shake it off. It's time to move on. As noted by AP News, Holness's announcement comes a week after the United Nations Special Envoy for Haiti, Helen Lamlime, said that she hoped that the UN Secretary Council would deal positively with the pending request from Haiti's government for international armed forces, despite the US and Canada showing no interest. So there Haiti is bawling out for help, and the United Nations is saying, man, they're hoping that, the big wigs jump in and give them some help. The US says, fold their hand like this and says, not us. I'm kind of busy right now. I got my hands tied up in other kinds of things. And Canada says, don't look at us. So which part Jamaica go? Oh, Andrew jump in. But call us. Call on us. I put on him Superman cape and jump off at the top of a building and everything. We can fly. Call on us. Holness said that Jamaica would be willing to participate in a multinational security assistance deployment into Haiti under the appropriate jurisdictional parameters to support a return to a reasonable level of stability and peace. We, the Jamaican people, are talking, but we're talking to a prime minister that is not listening. So I'm willing to deploy our brothers and fathers and all of them, the family members, put them in a harm's way over in Haiti. Because I can tell you this. I'm willing to do all that, right? To return Haiti to a reasonable level of stability and peace. That part there kind of get me. A reasonable level of stability and peace. I wonder if Andrew Wallace know How much Jamaican go at Jamaica have it dilly dally when them reach there? Eh? I don't like say the island not nice, but it's still highly dangerous. Unless man lock up in a unless man lock up in a some all inclusive or something. No dilly dally, no dilly dally when they're there. I talk the truth, man. Can't make anybody know where I'm going here or I'm going there or where are all the cameras we've been asking for forever? Where is the stiff punishment for those who commit these murders? And still a Lego murderers from bail. Figure kill witnesses. So when time them go back to court, the case get thrown out. Like we have so much to focus on to make Jamaica get back to a reasonable level of stability and peace. Somehow, in Andrew Holness' mind, he thinks that Jamaica is at a reasonable level of stability and peace. This is what I call out of touch. Out of touch. Because in an Andrew world, it's reasonable stability and peace. In a theme world, you know, he has security 24/7. The wall them round him house high like the wall of Jericho and thick like the Great Wall of China. He has cameras everywhere. He's highly protected. He lives in a bubble. Ultimately, however, Andrew Holness stated that it'll take more than the military might to bring order to Haiti. Well, I wonder what it will take to bring order to Jamaica, sir. Since you know what it will take to bring order to Haiti, what will it take to bring order to Jamaica? You have Haiti answer. You must have Jamaica answer because you're not the leader of Haiti, you're the leader of Jamaica. But since you have the answer for Haiti, you must have the answer for Jamaica already too. Not true? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, fam. How you doing?
Good. You know, in all honesty, I have a soft spot in my heart for Haiti.
I know you do. I know you do.
I do. And I wish that Jamaica was the stable country it should be, right? This is our region of the world. Not only Jamaica, Cayman, Bahamas, this is our region. We should be able to stabilize our region because our individual countries should be stable enough
to be able to help each other out, right?
So that we can help each other out.
Right.
We should not have to talk to and beg US and Canada and anybody else to help us in our region.
I agree.
Right? I would love if Jamaica and other nations led a multinational force to stabilize Haiti, right? Because the Haitians don't want the Americans there. The Americans go there, they dig out their resources, breed up the young girls, them, right? Because that's what the Haitians are saying is happening. Leave children without parent, father and all that kind of stuff. They do a lot of vile things when they go there. They've always done that.
Yeah. And we've seen the proof
should be able to depend on their brethren, who is us, to come in and know that we have their best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Problem is, Jamaica's not stable.
All right. Talk that part.
That's the problem.
Talk that part. So
problem is, we don't have the capacity, the resources, and the manpower to stabilize Haiti because we cannot stabilize our own house.
Thank you.
And that is the tragedy.
Thank you. Thank you. These are the same people that are saying we don't have enough police officers to man the country.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough soldiers to man the country. So how are we finding people to send to Haiti? And listen, this Haiti thing, right? Don't play with the Haitians. They're not walkover people.
They're not.
They're not walkover people. It will be blood running in those streets.
Jamaican blood.
It will be Jamaican blood running in those streets. Yes, that's where I'm trying. You know what? If you have anything else to say, let me get into this part.
Go ahead.
All right. I don't want to keep you on the phone. I just want to get into it. All right. Thank you. So listen, the Haitians are not a walkover set of people. All right. And when it comes to war, them ready like that. Haiti have guns up the wazoo, my friend, and people that are ready and willing to pick up those guns. Them are set for we. If Andrew don't see this as a big old trap that he's sending our Jamaican brothers into, or brothers and sisters into, then me not know what to tell him. And anybody out there that's boosting him and telling him about, yes, let's do it, you must come from a different Jamaica that I come from. You must not be looking at Jamaica the same way me I look on Jamaica. And you must not be looking at Haiti the same way I'm looking at Haiti. I had a video one time, right? When, and this wasn't too long ago either, a video got out. The video was going around on WhatsApp. Remember when they were like, oh, it's some Jamaicans that they go down there and mess up people, drugs, money, and what they did to them? And it wasn't really that. But did you see how they handled those bodies and those body parts in the streets? I don't know if someone will see it, but I can describe it to you just to show you the levels where this I go up on. You see, you're gonna go there, right? And you're gonna talk about Jesus saved me and all that. They're gonna come at you with that same voodoo power that you are so afraid of, right? I'll never forget that video. And those who've seen it will probably never forget it either. The way how they were dismembering people in the streets and fling them body so and fling it this and then saying all kinds of stuff like, this is what we're sending our people to. Now, but I make Andrew make you feel like when you go over there, you're going to be directing traffic. Cars go this way, trucks come this way, and stop and that. And that's not what it's gonna be. And then on top of that, are we ready for that? Because a warrior send them go. And when man come back from war, man traumatized. And I guarantee you, if they go to Haiti and the Haitians don't want you there because you're not there in their best interest, then they're going to take war to you. Now, your only goal now is to survive this shit and make it back home to your family. So you have to go do things to survive. Now, these men are going to come back home to Jamaica traumatized, right? Jamaica now have like a VA system set up where their veterans can go get counseling and get aid and get all these things, get their mind right and these things. They're just gonna have to go over there and go through some BS. Some of them are got dead. Some of them are gonna come back with horror stories. That's the reality of what is going to happen. So I don't understand how we went from not having enough to police our own country to suddenly having enough to go handle Haiti business. So Unaga left the country unsupervised as far as law enforcement goes, right? Live on the air with SouFlo.
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk to me now.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting.
We didn't have enough.
When you couldn't send,
Mm-hmm.
when the master couldn't go and muck around in the slaves business, the master send a house nigger to go do the master's work. It seems as though to me that America, don't believe America can't occupy with nothing. America was in the Middle East from before Jesus born. America's been interfering in Middle East affairs since the 1950s.
Vicky says, I don't know why. Sorry, not to cut you off, but Vicky says, I don't know why you worried about these dirty cops. Because not all of them are dirty, Vicky, and because they're still ours, and because we don't want to see them walk into no ambush, because the trickle down effect of that is not going to just affect them. That's why.
And I can only imagine, as you said, they're gonna be traumatized, they're gonna come back. If anything, remember Tivoli, in 2011, when they sent the army in there, and what happened? Could you imagine if the trauma that they carry from something like Haiti, where we're gonna have another incident where the army goes in to do a SOE, to do a state of emergency, to do something like that? What do you think they might do if somebody triggers them off? What do you think? Because the Haitian criminals, our criminals are bad. Our
So
criminals have gotten worse.
so we're gonna have
But
traumatized law enforcement officials back here with PTSD dealing with regular citizens in a manner where they're easily triggered. Enough of them already easily triggered. I don't know. I put up the video all the time. Lord, no, I deal with people. So, well, it's gonna be worse, especially if
it's
they don't
gonna be
get help
worse.
after they come back.
And not only to mention that, this might be, because you say, why is Andrew getting into this? Maybe him have a fantasy. Andrew knows what he's doing. As I say, he's doing the master's work. He could also be, because remember, he is a central point in the Caribbean for drugs, for guns. This could also be a way to get closer to your distribution center for your
Mm,
goods and services, so to speak.
mm,
This could be a way, because remember, when there's chaos in the country, and yes, there's no government, there's not a crime, your supplier might be having issues getting your product to you because there is no port, the ship them not coming like they're supposed to, the flight them have trouble. Um, Things are not flowing like they used to when there was a little bit of government to keep the system running. Your guns and your drugs are not flowing like they're supposed to. Suppliers are complaining our product is not making it to America. So you, as the head of the system, cannot allow for your money and your business to go bad. You have to go to the
mm,
source. And if you can't go to
mm,
Colombia, you have to go to where the problem is and stop the blockage.
mm,
Andrew's finding a way to do that. And the master in America, remember, say America benefit after drugs. Remember, I said
mm.
the reason why opioid and them the country is because the government and the police in America pocket their money there, not for too much.
Youth, you're bright
They
enough.
need this to happen.
All
And
right, so.
America can't go into Haiti again and again and again and again. It's gonna look bad. So you have
All
to,
right.
as I said, send the house Negro. They're black. Send them go to the
Damn.
master. They'll get it done. See, it's not the master disrespecting you. It's your own. You see, you disrespected the master, and even your own is disrespecting you. It's your fault. This is the mentality. It
Kaitai Jai
hasn't stopped.
Empress. Yes. Wow. My
It
brother.
hasn't stopped.
Yeah. 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 On point. All right. I appreciate you
Mhm.
all the time, man. Thank you.
All right, man.
You don't know who that is, right? I the same youth when my father call in and say, and say, the youth bright enough. Him really see what going on, Anyway, politically, Haiti has been on the edge since the assassination of President Jovenel Moise, which is in July of 2021. And since then, there's been a spike in kidnapping, gang violence, and all other manner of evil and atrocities going on inside of Haiti. Because, gangs are fighting for turf and it's just a wild, wild west kind of scene going on. So the present leader of Haiti, Ariel Henry, he narrowly survived assassination attempts on him not too long ago. Now, after announcing that his government couldn't control to subsidize petroleum, protests ensued and gangs started taking action. The man what may I tell you about, his name is Jimmy. His last name is Cherizier. Cherizier, go and look him up. He's the most formidable gang leader in Haiti. He wants to put other gang members in political positions. In November, the Arkansas Democratic Gazette reported that Cherizier would lift a blockade at a key fuel terminal that has strangled Haiti's capital for nearly 2 months now, because of them have it under lockdown. Some Haitians see him as a modern day revolutionary and they're willing to die fighting with him by his side based on his ideologies. The Arkansas Democratic Gazette explained that some call him father or they refer to him as Mr. President on social media. So he is the unofficial president of Haiti. Them never respect who is in office. They respect this man, and this man is shutting shit down and holding it shut down. And he talking like him run. He talking to American authorities, Canadian authorities, United Nations authorities, like him run things. I have to talk through me, cause this is official business. Over there, so you want to send few soldier and police them go. The same soldier and police them when Two man back them up down Mobile the other day and beat gunshot on them for about 30 minutes straight and them couldn't respond. Them, you want to go, you want to go over there with like unlimited gun and ammunition? You setting up a bloodbath, brother. If Jamaica does deploy its military to Haiti, will it make any difference? And the answer from our government is, well, time will tell. I said, don't do it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm okay. Recognize it, right? Jamaica do not have a crime. It's evident that
You're breaking up. Do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth?
no, I'm not.
Okay, or you
Am
just
I,
if you hold the phone steady, maybe. I don't know if you're moving around, but you're breaking. We're only hearing pieces of what you're saying.
okay, let me try again. Is that better?
Go ahead and talk. You sound good.
Okay, great. You know, I'm hearing
Breaking up.
I'll call you back.
Okay, because a big piece of what you just said got chopped out. All right, so like other Jamaica and Haiti share history. I guess we need to know this, right? Like other Caribbean islands, Jamaica and Haiti have similar histories. One figure with help sparked the Haitian Revolution was a man connected to Jamaica named Dutty Bookman, born in Senegambia, modern day Senegal and Gambia. Bookman was a slave first in Jamaica and then in Haiti. Bookman's link to voodoo were instrumental in helping him to liberate Haiti. He had an imposing presence, and most thought twice before crossing him. Moreover, he was literate. Not illiterate, he was literate amongst a lot of illiterate people, which made him a direct threat to the French colonizers that were there. It goes saying that the French wouldn't allow Bookman to live. After his capture in November of 1791, the French executed Bookman and put his head on display in public. The purpose of this grotesque act was to deter other rebels from doing the same thing that Bookman was doing. But the tide had already turned in favor of Haiti's liberation. There are parallels between the religious and spiritual practices of Jamaica and Haiti as well. According to My Island, Jamaica, while Haiti practices voodoo, a minority of Jamaicans observe Obia, which centers around spirits and the spiritual realms and similar practices. You know, can see, remember, the mind powerful enough. So the mind sharp, some of the soldier them go over there and come back and convince themselves say Obia depend a voodoo depend them and them are mad out and somebody do something to me over here today when time we did go fake. I'm just saying. Y'all seen the other day when all the kids them did a drop down in the school and speaking in tongues and all these things and said goosebump just full me up and me this and that. This is the power of the mind. I've stood in crowd of people who was acting like that before, and I was supposed to be acting like that because they wanted me to be acting like that. I was the one who them hold on pa my head and talk about hallelujah, and I'm like, okay, any minute now. Well, I guess me full of demon card that now work. Me no know, and then them go to somebody else and say two words and Hashalom and the people them flat gone like when you cut off chicken head. I'm not saying that now happened to me, you know. Then I realized it's the power of the mind. I wasn't fighting it. I was just like, I'm not feeling that. Okay, him push my head like this and nothing happen. But the mind, when you start telling yourself, then you start believing what you tell yourself. You see? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, hi, SouFLo. Is this better?
Yeah, much better. Loud and clear.
Great. What I was saying is this.
Uh-huh.
What doesn't make sense to me, Jamaica does not have a crime plan.
Mm-hmm.
So for this government to send soldiers and police
into Haiti. What is the plan? So, Flo, you know when you were deployed as a soldier, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go to a specific area, there's a specific plan,
Mm-hmm.
there is, you guys know what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Haiti is such a huge country. What is he plan to do? Just send soldiers there? Is there a particular location? Is there something you have planned for these soldiers to specifically do? What exactly is he gonna do when they get there? I'm just confused about that.
And this is of course, if they have those kind of plans, they wouldn't be they wouldn't give that to us. That's OPSEC. They wouldn't give that to us civilians. But I'm saying, how come they have a plan for Haiti but no plan for Jamaica?
But that's my point. How
You're the
can they have a
Jamaican
plan
leader.
for? But that's my point, so Flo. How can they have a plan for Haiti and they don't have one for Jamaica?
Right.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too. Me and you are on the same page, confused. Because I'm
Yes,
trying to figure out how he even came up with this. But we're hearing through the grapevine. I don't like to believe everything people say. I like to go dig it up for myself. And if I can find solid proof that monies that were handed over by the VP of the US to him had something to do with this right here, if I can make a connection myself, I will let you guys know. That's for me, that so far that's rumored, right?
right,
And I'll keep it at rumored. Because we don't want to go around just believing anything anybody says. Not that I'm trying to discredit anybody, but that's how I like to do. If it's coming from me, I can point to you to it from credible source where it came from. Other than
right.
that, it's hearsay for now. It's weird though. This call is
It's
weird. And I
it's.
think if it goes down, we're going to pay dearly.
I think so. And you know what? What eventually will happen? Remember when U.S. went in few years back? It didn't go too well. Why do this government think that they can send Jamaicans there and they think they're gonna walk out just nice and clean and clear and without no repercussion? I don't think so. And it's gonna be. I don't see where. I don't know what kind of relationship Haiti have with Jamaica right now, but I don't see where it's gonna turn out good at all.
Thank you. I don't either.
Okay.
All right. I
Okay. Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Hear what? Listen. Uh Let me see who said that. This is Steve Wright. Steve Wright says all those first world countries that are in Haiti taking billions of dollars of its iridium does not want Haiti to stabilize. All right. I don't know about all that. I have no proof of that. I'm reading a comment. All right. There's no plan for action, and the only plan is to go secure my things. That's what Tai Tai Jai Empress said. Live on the air with SouFlo. Mr. Somebody said the word on the street is the man them leave this Friday.
Yeah, they better leave Haiti alone. And they better fix Jamaica.
Yeah,
Bottom line.
that's what I'm saying too.
It's not our fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. But it looked like that's gonna happen.
I know, but a lot of people need to be dead, and there need to be another issue with Jamaicans and Haiti, and it's going to be bad. Over America, over South Florida, Jamaica and Haiti, and we don't really
So,
want that.
so basically, you're saying that this is gonna spoil the relationship between Haiti and Jamaica, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I work with the Asian, like I tell you before, I'm paraplegic. So for the last 10 years, our Asian been helping me. And I love what to death. But that will break it for most people, you know.
All right. Thank you. Listen, listen. This I got spoil up things for some whole other level. And just sweep around your own foot front door before you try to sweep around another country, says Debbie Jervis. Ricky Reed says, fix your own house before trying to fix someone else. This is the common sentiment from most Jamaicans that are getting wind of this, that this is about to happen. Everybody is saying basically the same thing. Like, what are you doing? Like, fix up our thing first. Like, what are we doing over there? Right? Kaz Robinson says, sorry, this is a crock of, but they have to set up armed forces in Mandeville this week to put this area right as crime has escalated in this part of the island. Beautiful Mandeville. Wow. Debbie Jervis says, exactly, Vicky Victory. Exactly. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica. Kerr says, relationship, Haiti sends guns, we send drugs. Mm, I don't think we send drugs. Because I think that drugs come from south through Haiti into, and the same way Haiti is the same way come through Jamaica. It's just two different ports. Remember, Haiti is only 90 miles off the coast of Jamaica. Haiti is actually closer to Jamaica than I am to Miami right now. And we can just jump in a car and reach Miami in a little and no time. And Haiti is actually closer to Jamaica than that distance from my house to Miami. So I think them thing there hit Haiti, hit Jamaica as well at the same time. We're just ports. Ports. And as they described it before, it goes into Puerto Rico. And once them stuff reach Puerto Rico, then it's a whole different ball game because now Puerto Rico is under, Puerto Rico is American pretty much. So and that's where they're trying to get it to. So once it got there, so it doesn't have to make it into America, USA mainland. It hits the connects right there, and then but we not discuss them drug route and how that ran. I'm concerned about our people and what's gonna happen when they touch down in Haiti. If those Haitians and Haitian gang leaders, like Cozier and them, don't want them there, there's going to be bloodshed, and it's going to be Jamaican blood shed in the streets of Haiti. I hope Andrew have a plan for that. Live on the air with SouFLo, our last call for the morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to your audience.
Good morning, fam.
Yeah, I just want to say, Jamaica deployed troops to Haiti before. After the earthquake, they were the first one back there with humanitarian and stuff, and they were welcome nations.
But that was a different kind of deployment.
Yeah, but I think they will have one there from them because they're welcome all over the island.
Yeah,
So,
it was a different kind of deployment. A different
yeah.
kind of deployment. This
What are not going there to war the mind? They're going to stabilize the place. And they did that during the after the earthquake.
Nah, they went there. It was a different mission. It was a different type of mission.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
You said, but you're saying we were welcome there, right?
Yeah, but they're not going in a hostile way to like invade the country or anything like that.
Okay.
The brothers reached out to brothers.
Okay.
They got food and all that, and medical supplies. They sent doctors. So they could approach it the same way.
All right. True. You make good sense. All right. I appreciate that insight. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So let me close this video out this morning by explaining this part, right? When Jamaica went to Haiti before, Haiti was in dire need. Okay, they had just got hit by major earthquake. They needed the basics to survive. Jamaica came bearing gifts, pretty much. That's a whole different mission than what's going on now. Now, their petroleum supply is under siege by Cozier, this gang leader, and his many henchmen. And Jamaica is supposed to be sending troops there to help to stabilize in whose interest? Because if the gangster them in Haiti have the thing locked down and you're coming here, either you're coming here to help the gangster them keep the thing locked down, or you're coming here to intimidate and fight the gangster them and free up the things in whose interest? It's two different missions. It's two different missions. But me is just a guy on the side where love talk enough. So me I got talk enough. Who knows? Maybe they'll go to Haiti and everybody will shake hands and dap each other up and be brothers and there won't nothing happen bad. I hope. And then with people that will come back in one piece. Last call for the morning, right? All right. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Thank you. Shout out to our law enforcement officials and our military officials out of Jamaica. If y'all go into Haiti, I'm sure you will have your work cut out for you. And I hope some of you leave some comments in this comment section just to tell us like how you're feeling about this, if you're up to it, do you feel like you should be doing it, and all these other things. You can remain anonymous. All right. All right. Big up on yourself. I'm out. Peace. 333.66 miles from Haiti, SouFlo. That's the distance from where to where. All right. Work it out. I'm out. Peace.